We're here. Two brand new XB8 21s, as you can see. One's an electric, one's a nitro. So we're gonna be building both of these kits, or I guess I'm gonna be building both of these kits. And this is what I'm gonna race this summer. So we're excited to do an unboxing video, but let's just shuffle the old electric down the line here. I think one might say nitro is for the glory.
It is the glory.
It is the glory. Okay, we'll beg my pardons. So here we go. XB8 21 Nitro. So there really isn't a whole heck of a lot changing this year on the Nitro kit. Let's see what we got here. Whoa! Bum, ba, bum. So the typical, you get the Xray Certificate of Authenticity. You get probably the pretty much class standard, or what should be the class standard, or leading standard manual. You also get the new easy window masks, and you also get a spare parts list / exploded view, which is really handy when you take to the track. If you need parts or need to order parts, it is super handy to have that way. So first things first, in the box, we get our brand new XB8 21 chassis. There really isn't a whole heck of a lot that changed on this chassis other than two things. So first things first, we have the tank that's actually moved back 3 millimeters in the chassis. And then we have two key-ins for the servo saver, essentially posts. So they key in, they don't twist, make doing maintenance a lot easier if they do wear out. The other thing that is different is these two extra holes in the back here, and those are gonna be as an added ballast plate. So no more drilling your chassis and having to countersunk or do anything like that. They got you set up. So next thing in the list that changes a little bit from the electric car is obviously the use of an air filter and a throttle linkage. So there is gonna be your throttle servo horns in there for 23, 24, 25. Get some body clips, looks like some standoffs, some zip ties, and then standard Xray fashion, you get who packaged it, as well as a little wafer thin piece of paper. That's essentially a moisture wicking paper, so essentially nothing rusts or anything like that. Next up in the unboxing is going to be the Xray clutch, flywheel, as well as the motor mount bag. So in the kit, they do include the 3-shoe clutch and the standard 2-bearing clutch bell. The one upgrade that we're gonna do in this kit in particular is the Xray 4-shoe clutch, which is part number 358400. And as you can see, it is a 4-shoe clutch. They give you 4 medium shoes as well as the springs to get it set up. The other huge advantage though of going the 4-shoe clutch is gonna be the use of either the standard 358413 or the L, which I went with the L, which is a lightweight cross-drilled version of it.
Oh.
And then this one also uses 3 clutch ball bearings. It's not just your standard 2. So kind of a nice upgrade. This does give you way more tunability than the standard 3-shoe. So that is why we did that upgrade. So if you're building a kit, I'll throw those description or links in the description down below if you would like to build your kit that way. Next up is going to be some front suspension components. So the other new thing on the XB8 21s, Ease, and the Nitro is this upper plate. So now they actually have 2 holes in this upper plate to get the center front brace away from that center drive shaft. So some people were having issue under chassis flex that the drive shaft is actually rubbing or binding on that chassis brace. So now this just gets it a little bit farther off and alleviates all of that issue. So in this bag, we also get the front shock tower, which has 6 adjustability holes. And then with this being a pillow ball car, it uses the eccentrics for your upper arm position. Next up, we get the differentials. So these are the front and the rear differential there. The cool part is if I can find one of these gaskets that isn't buried in here, we might have to do it on the center diff one. But Xray uses this green gasket. You can kind of see in that bag. It's probably a little tricky to pick up with the camera. But inside there is actually going to be a rubber gasket. They do not use the standard paper style material blue gaskets. These ones tend to last A lot longer, and B, they don't leak as often. So that's a huge win. Plus they have these nice orange O-rings, which have an amazing fit and finish, but they also don't tend to swell up as bad once you do give them a good coating with the Xray white grease. and O-ring grease if you want to use either or of those. We've been using the white grease and it seems to be very, very awesome. And here we go. There's a little bit better picture of that new diff, essentially seal. So the big difference here on the XB8s is the center diff and the front and rear diff cups are a lot different. So as you can see, the center diff cup is quite a bit larger in diameter and just a smidgen thinner. So just make sure if you are building this to do these two separate or to really put a big asterisk in your mind that you don't mix up this diff case with one of those diffs. So steel spur gear, 48 tooth as per usual in this kit. Nothing really changed there. You get a set of springs as well. And you get all the bearings in a bag. So the one thing I do want to mention, because I mentioned this in the other kit as a huge positive, and a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people don't get told this enough with the Xray kits, there's only 3 size bearings in this bag. And you're probably wondering, well, I don't see any small, say like 510, 511, 513s for pinion bearings. Xray says for durability reasons, they do not use those small bearings. They actually use 8x16s on both front and rear pinion bearings inside the diff cup and the bulkhead, which is really, really nice because now it's easier to order bearings, but it also is going to give your car a whole bunch of longevity and durability. So next thing up, they just give you a regular old hardware bag, which includes a couple 3, 4, and 5 mil nuts, some grub screws, and some extra hardware just in general, another motor mount screw, little things like that, which are really, really handy. It's not because they're missing any screws, they just want to make sure if you do lose one at the track, they probably have you set up. So another thing new for 2021, the Nitro and the electric get this brand new easy body, they're calling it. So the big difference between this body and last year's body is the centralized vane or fin down the middle of the roof. Previous, they were just down both sides. Looks a little bit more sleek, a little bit fancier, and it's kind of funny because on the box, just as a kind of comparison, this is the 2020 picture, this is the new 2021 body. So the roof's a little bit more slanted, it's not quite as aggressive here, and it's square down the edges where this one actually tapers, which is kind of cool. So weird that they used last year's picture on the 2021, but you win some, you lose some. Next up, you get all of your Hudy premium shock and diff oils in here. You are also getting some graphite grease, and if you have never used the Hudy graphite grease, I would highly recommend it. It works absolutely amazing, and it is a great replacement to the standard black grease you get with like the Team Associated kits, Techno kits, or most of the standard kits. The one huge thing I want to mention, and this is the second or third kit I've seen recently to do this, this is not Loctite, okay? There's a lot of people using this as Loctite. Don't do it. It's not Loctite. Team Associated just started doing this, and this is the first time since, I would say like Jammin' days, like X2s, that give you air filter oil. Air filter oil. Do not use it as Loctite. You'll be thoroughly disappointed. We got the fuel tank with some extra reducers inside of here. Make sure if you are going to a racetrack, I know DNC busted a lot of people for this, for not using the correct amount of fuel cc's. So they took out all of these reducers and they got busted and DQ'd. So make sure if you are going to a track that is roar sanctioned or anything like that, make sure you do kind of your own fuel test to see how much cc's your tank holds to the roar rules. So just a heads up.
What's DQ'd?
Disqualified. You got disqualified a couple times. Not from racing, but
from life.
From life, yeah. But yeah, we got some essentially little fuel line kind of retainers there as well in there. Nothing too crazy. We'll do the big stuff first. So we get 2 mud guards. Nothing really all that spectacular. Those are available in different materials. A nice black wing, pre-drilled as well. Super lightweight. That's one thing I do want to mention with all of the new manufacturer wings. The Xrays, the Associateds, Technos, pretty solid and nice and light. A black antenna tube. Next things up is the radio box. This, as far as I'm aware, has not been changed any from last year's model. They do include your standard plastic servo horns. I would highly recommend looking through the manual, making sure you order the right one, or matching something up in a different brand if you don't want to go the Hudy style. And go aluminum for your correct servo. You get way more longevity, way better steering, and one less thing you gotta worry about. Next thing up, we have the lower control arms, inner hinge pin blocks, inner hinge pins, and the eccentrics there. We get our sway bar, our drywall screws to hold all that in. There's one thing with Xray that I'm still not sold on, and all the Xray guys are telling me it's absolutely fine, but Phillips head screws, this is the only 8 Phillips head screws in the whole kit, is to hold the A, B, C, and D block on. Like I said, I'm still not sold. The guy behind the camera is an Xray guy, and he's a factory team driver, and he says, Aaron, shut up, you're absolutely fine. But hey, it's a little pet peeve of mine.
The course threads are actually kind of handy when you do have to make a change, because the screws, they hold really well.
Yeah.
But because of the course thread, they come out really quick.
True, you don't have to sit there for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Taking a fine thread screw out. I'll give you that.
So
I'll give you that.
And it's also less likely to strip. I think that's one of the key reasons why Xray and Martin Bear and the designers of the car have stuck with it. So.
That's fair. That's fair. So one new thing, and we actually made this mistake on the E unboxing. So if you did watch the E unboxing, we did make this mistake. So sorry, corrections here. The new pivot ball cups, so where the face of the pivot ball actually rides on these plastic retainers, these are not standard plastic. These are actually the upgraded graphite version. So these will tend to last a little bit longer. The only thing we do recommend is clean them every once in a while and use a graphite pencil to lubricate them up, and you're good to go. The other thing that is in the Xray kits is a little bit different than some others, is you get 2 of these aluminum black pillow balls and 2 steel silver pillow balls. So these go in the uppers, these go in the lowers. You can upgrade. I know with both of my kits, the E and this Nitro kit, we are ordering another 2 sets of these aluminum pillow balls just to free up some unsprung weight, get the front end a little bit more agile, a little bit lighter. But everything else in this from the 20 has stayed the same. Next thing up, we have the bulkheads and the diff covers. These are exactly the same as the 2020. No quick access, no nothing like that. Sadly, hopefully in the 2022, that's gonna be a thing, but we'll play that by ear.
That is the rumor I'm hearing.
That's rumor here. Okay, well, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. And then we get a rear shock tower in here. 8 holes in this shock tower, which is actually pretty impressive. Usually we don't get that many holes on any of the shock towers. And then we also get our CVD style center front and center rear drive shaft. So the one thing with these CV style shafts is they are going to include rubber boots, which I cannot find quickly here. They're probably inside the diff cups, but there is going to be rubber boots to make sure that this stays out of all the nitro, fuel, any of the dirt and debris that can get attracted to there, and they don't tear or rip like some other brands, so that's a huge win. They'll keep that center drivetrain way freer, and you don't have to worry about doing as much maintenance on that.
Well, it's one nice thing about them is in typical Hudy fashion, it is outlined the quote-unquote proper way to effectively install them onto the drive shaft in your manual.
Yeah, there you go. So one-piece wing mount, which is the exact same as the e-car. We get some hexes, some upper camber links, and our hardware to mount all of those components on. The other cool thing with the Xray, if I can get this twisted in the bag here. Oh, hey, just take one right out. So this is the rear hub carrier on the Xray. The cool part is you have on the inner location 2 roll centers, so you have a high and a low roll center option. Plus you also have 2 options for wheelbase, a narrow or a wider wheelbase, which is actually quite handy. You can still do that on the C and D block, pushing the whole A-arm out, but now you can do it right at the hub as well, which is a little bit of a quicker change because it's 2 screws instead of having to do 2 long screws, making sure you get your wheelbase shims right and all of that stuff. So
actually, there's 2 holes in the arms. They don't have extra longer drive shafts to really move it out. Yeah. What you'd be changing is the pivot point on the hub.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, we can show that right now because we're on the rear arm right here. So as you can tell, they have an inner and an outer location. So exactly like Sean was saying, you can actually change the pivot, which is quite nice. So quite handy. You get a sway bar, a couple of arms, some eccentrics, sway bar stuff, but that's it. Box is empty. So now I guess we get to build it. So we have obviously 2 kits that we're gonna build. I built a couple 10 scale X-rays and a bunch of other 8 scale kits over the past career of however long that is, 16 years or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna build these two. We're gonna compare the e-cars to the 2020 to 2021 with the saddle pack. I'll build the XB8, and Sean, the guy behind the camera here, he does have the XB8 20, so we'll compare those up, see how the fuel tank position looks different in the cars, and do a couple little things like that. But we will be doing some performance testing. Is the 21 actually better than the 20? Everyone says the 20 is absolutely phenomenal and doesn't need any changes, so we're gonna test that theory. So don't forget to like this video, comment down below if you want to see some more X-Ray related items or more racing stuff in general, as well as don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notifications on any of the new videos we drop on the channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.